Alrighty. Oh, I hope this comes out. Okay, well. Hello, YouTube world, video gamers, collectors, all that other stuff, whatever. Can you see my shirt? Happy Pikachu, yay! Okay, hopefully that comes through. Okay, anyway, alright, what I want to talk about, this is my first video ever. I actually tried a video before, but I never uploaded it because of memory and stuff. But I'm going to try this again in this modern age of 2018 June. Yay! Well, I don't know, this probably happened to many, many other people. And yeah, I guess it's happened to me before. And the thing is I go to garage sales, I go to thrift stores, I have a Goodwill near me, a Salvation Army, I have a Savers just down the street from me. And I visit them quite often, and a lot of people know me there, and so I've become more of a regular visitor. So just doing my normal treks, I usually go running and actually visit a lot of thrift stores because they're in the area and it's a fast way of getting there. Hooray! And I can go in there and yeah, despite being a little bit sweaty, I go in there and I'm just like peruse in the morning when things just first come out, and I'm able to sometimes get some good scores and whatnot. Okay, so I did go garage sailing this past weekend, the weekend of the 23rd, 24th, and I guess Monday's the 25th. Today is Tuesday the 26th. So okay, so we did our garage sailing thing on Saturday. Sunday came along, of course. I think I went to a thrift store that day, but it doesn't matter. And then this past Monday came, and I did my usual running routine in the morning, and I went to Savers like I always do. And one of my favorite guys that worked there, and I knew him for many, many years back. I've been in the California area. I'm just going to say general California area. Then what happens is living there since 2009. Then my wife and I moved in 2015. We came back in late 2017. Went to Texas during that 2 years, and that's a long story. Anyway, I knew this guy who worked at Savers, and he's a really nice guy. Just had glasses, I think he's from the South. He's just so nice. Just, oh yeah, what's up, dude? How's it going? And da-da-da. And he every time I'd see him, he said, I would ask him about games, and he'd be like, oh yeah, I got some, or no, there's none in today. Well, I saw him on Monday, and I could see in his card he had like a game or two, like some PS3, maybe a PS2. And then I also saw a Game Shark for N64, and I picked that one up. I'm like, oh, do you have any more N64 stuff? And he's like, oh, go to the showcase up front. And I'm like, okay. Oh, by the way, this Game Shark doesn't have a price on it. I'm going to go up front. You can just meet me up there if you price this. And he's like, yeah, cool. Yeah, really nice guy, to do anything within reason. So I go up to the showcase, and he said, yeah, there's a bunch of N64 stuff in the showcase. I go up there, and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I don't see any cartridges. And then I'm like, oh, there are boxed N64 games. I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. So I'm like looking through, and here's the footage of me looking at the stuff. And I had also brought over PS3, so right here. Okay, hopefully that went through. If it didn't, well, I'll just describe it. Anyway, so there was 2 Turok N64 games. There was the Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. There was the Bomberman Hero. There was the Jet Force Gemini. There was a basketball game. And there was also Cruisin' USA or whatever. I think that was all of them. Anyway, so actually they're right here. So yeah, I think I hit them all. Okay. So I'm like, all right, well, let me look at the condition and everything, because I looked at the bottom game, and that was $15. So I'm like, uh-oh. So I'm like, all right, they're probably all $15. Okay. Well, I have a 30% discount card, or 3% off on purchases. So I'm like, yes, we're good. We're doing good here. Okay, so those are good games. Here they are, right here. They were crushed, not in the greatest of shape, and 2 of them were missing manuals. So there were 7 games. I skipped on 3 of them. The Turok Seeds of whatever, the sequel, had tape on it. So I was just like, ugh, and it's worth about maybe 18 or in the teens. So I skipped that one. I skipped the Cruisin' USA because I'm like, racing game. Yeah, it would have probably been worth to pick up. But looking back on it, it didn't get the greatest reviews, and I already have a racing game, F1 pole position, for N64. It's actually the only N64 game I have, complete and really nice shape, that really got low reviews on it, so whatever. Of course, I left the basketball game behind, and I also left that Turok game, because of the tape, and it did have the manual, but it just, you want to get the best deal. So, the games I did get, of course, was the other Turok game right here, and hopefully you can see it. I'm hoping that you can see it. Yeah, okay, Turok. Now, what I did is I ironed these out so that I hopefully, got them to be a nice display shape, and I need to get box protectors for these. Bomberman Hero. This one's missing the manual. The Turok game had the manual. This doesn't have the manual. See, I ironed it out. I may have to do it again because it's still kind of bulging. It's kind of annoying. But, the thing is I got to tell you the story of, because I went back to Savers today, Tuesday, and I got more information about this. And this is the interesting thing. Here's Jet Force Gemini. This is missing the manual, sadly, but whatever. But the creme de la creme, the best one, of course, is Goemon, which is a really nicely valued game. And I'm really ecstatic to have this. There's a little rip there, but I think I can glue that back, and I'm thankful that it's in great shape and has the manual. And of course, here are the game carts, just to show that these were, at least this one was complete, and this one was complete because it had the manual, but these two, just the boxes. But the manuals, all right, not as bad as getting the boxes. Okay, went back there today. Notice that the Cruisin' USA was gone, the other Turok was gone, and the NBA courtside was gone. So I'm like, I'm not surprised. I'm glad somebody took it. I was a little bit tempted to maybe pick up the Cruisin', but whatever. Saw the guy again. Went up to him. He's like, hey, yeah. And I said, yeah, because I said I was going to tell him if they worked or not. And I said, well, I haven't tested them yet, but, I was able to get the boxes nice and kind of spruced up instead of looking crushed too much. And he's like, yeah, those go really fast. And I'm like, I explained to him, those other 3 went. And he said, yeah, we put those out Saturday, like the full, and he said there was a bunch of them. I was like, okay, well, what games? And he said, okay, yeah, there was a Donkey Kong 64, there was a Diddy Kong Racing, there was a Pokemon Stadium, there was a Mario Kart 64, and there might have been one other. Let's see. I actually wrote them down. Pokemon Stadium, Donkey Kong. Banjo-Kazooie was the other one. Okay, so I'm like, yikes. Okay, so I missed out on those 5 games. And I'm like, oh, that hurts. What was I doing Saturday? Well, went garage sailing, went for a run, actually went to Goodwill and picked up a Paper Mario loose. It was $1.50. Usually their games are $6. That's another story. So I'm thinking, would have I gone to Savers when he would have been there working, getting these things? He said it was in a plastic bag. They were crushed. And he was trying to get the manuals for me. He was telling me all this stuff about it. And he said he knew that when he talked to the people at the register, they went pretty quickly. Here's the thing. Okay, yeah, it hurts that I missed Pokemon Stadium and Donkey Kong 64. Now, I have Pokemon Stadium, Banjo-Kazooie, Diddy Kong Racing, and Mario Kart loose. I don't have Donkey Kong 64 whatsoever. So, yeah, that kind of hurts. The Pokemon Stadium, I would have loved to have that complete in box. Whatever. Here's the thing. Okay, so I got these 4 games. Okay, this was on Saturday, probably around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, because that's usually when he puts stuff out. So from Saturday, somebody went there, and if you think about it, these games, okay, Pokemon, the general public knows about that. Donkey Kong, probably general public knows about that. Mario, people know about that. Diddy Kong, probably derivative of Donkey Kong. Okay. What I'm thinking is, okay, that's why those went quickly. Maybe a mom or dad, or I don't know. I don't know the story. From that afternoon through Sunday, that's more than 24 hours that the rest of these games sat. The Mystical Ninja starring Goemon sat. And then I got there early, 9 a.m., right when it opened. Monday morning, bright and early, and I I made my score. How does it sit for that long? And here's my question to everybody out there: am I lucky or am I not lucky? In the sense that, well, obviously, I wish I got there when he first put out everything, because I'm telling you, I would have gotten all 5 of those. I probably might have left one of the Turoks and maybe the Bomberman Hero, because I can't get everything, because I'm not working right now. My wife is, but whatever. So, am I lucky or am I not lucky? I mean, I kind of do feel lucky, because I'm telling you, these should have been gone. These games should have been gone. And I still scored. And the Mystical Ninja, I think, out of all the games listed, from Pokemon Stadium to the ones that I got here, I think this is worth the most in terms of value. So a reseller obviously didn't get to these, and how does 24 hours, how does a full Sunday pass in between? So, I don't know. You tell me. Am I lucky? What do you think about this? So this is my first video. I guess give me a thumbs up if I deserve it. I don't know. Tell me if I should do more videos. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. By the way, you can call me Dwayne Oh Boy. My stepdaughter called me that when she was growing up. So, thank you.